Coming in at number 10 is San Luis Obispo, a city of roughly 46,000 people sitting halfway between Los Angeles and San Francisco on the Central Coast. It consistently ranks among the happiest cities in America, and spending even a few days there makes it easy to understand why. The downtown is walkable, anchored by Mission Plaza and a Thursday night farmers market that has been running for decades and draws the entire community into the streets. California Polytechnic State University gives the city a permanent intellectual energy and keeps the local economy stable even when other regions struggle. The weather is almost unreasonably good, warm enough to enjoy year-round outdoor living but cooled by marine air that prevents the extreme heat found further inland. Violent crime runs well below the national average. The restaurant scene punches far above the city's size. Hiking trails into the Santa Lucia foothills are accessible within minutes of downtown. The median home price sits around $850,000, which is expensive by national standards but significantly below coastal California averages. For people who want the California lifestyle without the density, the commute, or the cost of Los Angeles or the Bay Area, San Luis Obispo delivers a quality of life that larger cities charge twice as much to approximate. At number 9 is Encinitas, a coastal city of approximately 62,000 residents in northern San Diego County that has managed to preserve a genuine small-town character despite being surrounded by suburban development on every side. The downtown area along Coast Highway 101 is lined with independent surf shops, coffee houses, and restaurants that feel nothing like a chain-dominated suburb. Moonlight Beach and Swami's, one of the most famous surf breaks in California, are within easy reach of nearly every neighborhood. The city has strong public schools and a community culture that prioritizes outdoor living, local business, and environmental stewardship in ways that feel organic rather than performative. The climate is among the most temperate in the continental United States, with average temperatures rarely dropping below 50 or climbing above 80. The Encinitas Farmers Market draws visitors from across San Diego County every Saturday. Crime rates are low and the city has maintained a genuine sense of neighborhood identity that many California coastal towns have lost to overdevelopment. Median home prices hover around $1.3 million, which reflects both the desirability and the coastal premium. For families, retirees, and remote workers who want Pacific Ocean access, good schools, and a community with real character, Encinitas offers something increasingly rare on the California coast. Number 8 is Davis, a city of approximately 70,000 people in Yolo County just west of Sacramento that has built one of the most livable urban environments in the state around a very simple idea: designing a city for people rather than cars. Davis has more bicycles per capita than almost any city in the United States. The bike lane network is so extensive and well integrated that many residents go weeks without needing a car for daily errands. The University of California Davis campus anchors the city's intellectual and cultural life, bringing world-class research, arts programming, and a diverse population to what would otherwise be a small agricultural town. The farmers market is one of the best in Northern California. Crime rates are low. The public school system is consistently rated among the strongest in the Sacramento region. The cost of living is significantly lower than Bay Area communities while still offering many of the cultural amenities associated with university towns. Median home prices sit around $700,000, which represents genuine value for the quality of life on offer. The only meaningful drawback is the summer heat, which can be intense in July and August. For academics, families, cyclists, and anyone who wants a thoughtful, well-planned community with strong institutions and a genuine sense of civic identity, Davis is one of the most underrated places to live in California. At number 7 is Palo Alto, and while its reputation is inseparable from Silicon Valley wealth and the technology industry, it earns its place on this list for reasons that go beyond zip code prestige. The city of approximately 68,000 residents sits at the center of one of the most economically dynamic regions on Earth, which means job access, professional opportunity, and institutional infrastructure that no other California city can match. Stanford University gives Palo Alto a cultural and intellectual depth that most cities 10 times its size cannot replicate. The public schools are consistently ranked among the best in California. The downtown on University Avenue is genuinely walkable and anchored by local institutions that have survived decades of economic disruption around them. Crime rates are low. The Caltrain connection provides reliable public transit to San Francisco and San Jose without requiring a car. The obvious challenge is cost. Median home prices in Palo Alto exceed $3 million, making it inaccessible to most buyers without significant existing wealth or equity. But for technology professionals, academics, and families who can access the housing market, Palo Alto offers a combination of institutional excellence, economic opportunity, and community quality that is genuinely unmatched in California. Number 6 is Santa Barbara, a city of approximately 88,000 people on the California coast between Los Angeles and San Luis Obispo that has spent decades protecting the architectural character and natural environment that make it one of the most visually distinctive cities in America. The Spanish colonial revival architecture enforced by the city's design standards creates a visual coherence that most American cities abandoned in the 20th century. The waterfront, State Street, the Santa Barbara Bowl, the Museum of Art, and the University of California Santa Barbara campus all contribute to a cultural richness unusual for a city this size. The climate is exceptional, with warm dry summers, mild winters, and consistent sunshine. The food scene is outstanding and built heavily around the Central Coast wine country that surrounds the city. Crime rates are below the California average. The school system is solid. The Santa Ynez Mountains provide immediate access to hiking and outdoor recreation. The challenges are real. Median home prices hover around $2 million and the city has a well-documented housing shortage that makes affordability a serious issue. The 2018 Thomas Fire and subsequent debris flow were genuine tragedies with ongoing implications. But for people who can access the housing market, Santa Barbara offers a quality of life that remains among the highest in California. At number 5 is Mill Valley, a city of approximately 15,000 people in Marin County just north of the Golden Gate Bridge that offers something almost no other California city can claim: immediate access to both the cultural infrastructure of San Francisco and one of the most extraordinary natural environments in North America. Mount Tamalpais rises directly above the city and provides world-class hiking and mountain biking within minutes of downtown. Muir Woods, with its ancient coastal redwoods, is accessible without a car. The downtown area is charming, walkable, and anchored by independent businesses that reflect a community with genuine taste and economic confidence. The public schools are among the best in California. Crime rates are extremely low. The community is tight-knit in a way that larger cities rarely achieve. The drawbacks are significant. Median home prices exceed $2 million and the city is extraordinarily expensive across every category of daily spending. The commute to San Francisco, while scenic, depends heavily on Highway 101 and the Golden Gate Bridge, both of which can be unpredictable. But for families and professionals who can afford it, Mill Valley delivers a combination of natural beauty, community quality, school excellence, and Bay Area access that is essentially unmatched in the region. Number 4 is Healdsburg, a small city of approximately 12,000 people in Sonoma County wine country that has quietly become one of the most desirable places to live in California for people who prioritize food, wine, outdoor living, and genuine small-town community over urban density and career proximity. The downtown plaza is one of the most beautiful civic spaces in the state. A tree-lined square surrounded by outstanding restaurants, wine tasting rooms, independent bookstores, and boutique hotels that attract visitors from across the world without overwhelming the resident community. The Russian River Valley and Dry Creek Valley wine appellation surrounding the city produce some of the most celebrated wines in America. The local food culture is extraordinary and built around relationships between chefs, farmers, and producers who have known each other for years. The climate is warm and dry in summer with beautiful mild winters. Crime rates are low. The community is genuinely engaged and civic-minded. The obvious challenge is cost. Median home prices have risen above $1 million and the city's desirability has attracted significant investment that is reshaping its character. But for retirees, remote workers, and food and wine professionals, Healdsburg offers a daily quality of life that most California cities cannot approach. At number 3 is Pasadena, a city of approximately 140,000 people in the San Gabriel Valley just northeast of Los Angeles that has managed to build and maintain a genuine urban identity that most Los Angeles suburbs have never achieved. The Old Town Pasadena district is one of the best walkable commercial districts in Southern California. A genuine street-level urban environment with independent restaurants, bars, bookstores, and cultural institutions that functions as a real neighborhood rather than a lifestyle center. The California Institute of Technology and the Huntington Library give Pasadena an intellectual and cultural weight that cities 10 times its size would envy. The Rose Bowl and Brookside Park provide extraordinary public green space. The public school system has strong schools across multiple neighborhoods. The Pasadena Unified School District includes some of the best-performing public schools in Los Angeles County. Crime rates are below the regional average. The housing market, while expensive at a median around $1.1 million, is significantly more accessible than coastal communities while still offering genuine urban walkability and transit access via the Metro Gold Line into downtown Los Angeles. For families, academics, and professionals who want Southern California living without full immersion in the density and dysfunction of central Los Angeles, Pasadena is one of the most consistently livable cities in the state. Number 2 is Berkeley, a city of approximately 125,000 people on the eastern shore of San Francisco Bay that remains, despite decades of challenges, one of the most intellectually vibrant, culturally rich, and genuinely interesting places to live anywhere in the United States. The University of California, Berkeley is one of the great public universities in the world, and it gives the city a permanent energy, diversity, and intellectual seriousness that no other Bay Area community can fully replicate. The food culture is extraordinary. Berkeley is where California cuisine as a distinct culinary tradition was born, and the legacy of that innovation is visible in every neighborhood. The Elmwood, Rockridge, and Claremont districts offer walkable neighborhood commercial streets with independent businesses that have been serving the community for decades. Access to the Bay Area's transit network is excellent. The natural setting, with the Berkeley Hills rising above the flatlands toward Tilden Regional Park, provides immediate outdoor recreation within the city limits. The challenges are real and should not be minimized. Housing costs are extreme with median prices above $1.3 million. Homelessness and property crime are significant and persistent concerns, and the city's political environment generates governance challenges that affect basic services. But for people who can navigate those realities, Berkeley offers a quality of intellectual and cultural life that remains genuinely exceptional. At number 1 is San Diego, a city of approximately 1.4 million people that has emerged in 2026 as the single best California city for overall livability across the broadest range of people and priorities. The case for San Diego does not rest on any single exceptional quality. It rests on the consistency with which it delivers across every category that determines whether a city is genuinely livable over the long term. The climate is the best of any major American city. Consistently warm, rarely extreme, cooled by marine air, with more days of sunshine per year than almost anywhere in the continental United States. The natural environment is extraordinary: 50 miles of beaches, Balboa Park, Mission Trails Regional Park, the Torrey Pines State Reserve, and immediate access to mountains and desert within a 2-hour drive. The economy is diverse and growing, anchored by defense, biotechnology, healthcare, tourism, and a rapidly expanding technology sector that has been absorbing talent priced out of the Bay Area for the past several years. The neighborhoods are genuinely varied, from the urban walkability of North Park, South Park, and Little Italy to the coastal character of La Jolla, Ocean Beach, and Pacific Beach to the family-oriented suburbs of Carmel Valley and Del March. The public school options are strong across multiple districts. Crime rates are below the California average and significantly below Los Angeles. The food scene is exceptional and built around the city's location at the intersection of California, Mexico, and the Pacific. Median home prices sit around $900,000 for the city overall, which is expensive by national standards but represents genuine value relative to the Bay Area and Los Angeles for what the city delivers in return. San Diego in 2026 is the most complete California city, the one that offers the best answer to the broadest range of people asking what it means to live well in this state. So there it is. 10 California towns that prove the state is not finished, not declining, and not done delivering the kind of life that people have been chasing here for over a century. From the bike lanes of Davis to the wine country mornings of Healdsburg to the perfect weather and explosive opportunity of San Diego, California in 2026 still has more answers than almost anywhere else on Earth for people who ask the right questions before they move. The key is knowing which questions to ask and which towns are actually built to answer them. If this video helped you see California differently, share it with someone who has been telling you the state is over. Subscribe if you are new here because every week we break down where Americans are actually living well, what it costs, and what the cost is worth. The next video is already waiting. We will see you there.